Have you ever wondered why a woman who truly loves you might also be the one who ignores you the most? You reach out, and she doesn't respond. You try to engage, but she seems distant. It feels confusing, frustrating, even painful. But what if I told you that her silence isn't always a sign of disinterest, but something much deeper? Welcome to Stoic Wisdom, where we uncover the hidden truths of human nature and relationships using Stoic philosophy. Stay with me till the end, because today we're about to reveal why the woman who loves you the most may ignore you the most, and how you should respond as a Stoic man. Let's dive in. Chapter 1. The psychology behind ignoring someone you love. There's a psychological paradox at play. The more emotionally invested someone is, the more fear and uncertainty they experience. Women, just like men, battle internal conflicts when it comes to love. Ignoring you might be her way of testing your strength and patience, protecting herself from emotional vulnerability, keeping the mystery alive to make sure you don't take her for granted. The Stoics teach us that human behavior is rarely black and white. Epictetus reminds us, people are not disturbed by things, but by the view they take of them. If you react emotionally to her ignoring you, you fail the test. If you remain calm, composed, and in control, you prove your worth. Chapter 2. Women are attracted to men who are unshaken. Women admire men who embody self-mastery. If a woman ignores you and you chase her, she senses your neediness. But if she ignores you and you remain composed, it signals strength. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Instead of worrying about why she's ignoring you, focus on what you can control. Your mindset, your emotions, your actions. A high-value man does not beg for attention. He commands it through his presence, his purpose, and his discipline. Chapter 3. The role of reverse psychology in attraction. Here's the paradox. When you stop chasing, she starts missing you. When a woman loves you deeply but ignores you, she's trying to see if you will break. She's subconsciously asking, "Is this man strong enough to be with me?" But the moment you respond with indifference, when you show her that you are perfectly fine without her validation, her attraction intensifies. This is reverse psychology at play. The less you seek her approval, the more she wants to give it. The less available you seem, the more she craves your presence. Chapter 4. How a Stoic man responds to being ignored. The weak man reacts. A Stoic man observes. When she ignores you, do not chase. Let her come to you. Do not complain. Stay silent and strong. Do not let emotions control you. Maintain your frame. Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Your freedom comes from emotional detachment. The moment you free yourself from the need for her validation, you gain the ultimate power. Master the art of indifference. A woman who loves you but ignores you is often caught between her emotions and her fears. Your job as a Stoic man is not to decode her every move, but to remain unshaken. The moment you master indifference, you flip the dynamic. Instead of worrying about why she ignores you, you become the man she can't ignore. Stay with me till the end, because today, we're about to break down why the woman who loves you ignores you. The deep psychology behind this paradox. How a Stoic man responds to this without losing his power. Let's dive in. The emotional conflict inside a woman's mind. Let's be clear. When a woman ignores a man she truly cares about, it's rarely because she has lost interest. Instead, it's often due to an internal battle within her own mind. You see, love isn't just about attraction, it's about vulnerability. The more a woman loves you, the more she fears losing control over her emotions, being hurt if she gets too close, appearing too available, and making you lose interest. Women don't want to be too easy to get. They want to maintain a sense of mystery, and in doing so, they may pull back, even when they want to be close. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the view they take of them. If a woman ignores you, don't assume the worst. Instead, understand that her silence often reveals her emotional struggle more than her words ever could. Chapter 2. Women test men for strength, and most men fail. There's a cold, hard truth about attraction. Women do not want weak men. And I don't mean physical strength. I mean emotional strength. If a woman truly likes you, she will test you. She will ignore your texts. She will delay her responses. She will pull away just to see. Will you chase her? Will you lose control and act needy? Will you remain calm and composed? Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, wrote in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When a woman ignores you, she is subconsciously asking, can this man handle himself, or will he crumble under pressure? The weak man panics. He double texts. He asks her what's wrong. He seeks validation. The Stoic man remains unfazed, and in doing so, he becomes even more attractive. The law of scarcity. Why women crave what they can't have. Here's a psychological fact. Humans value what they might lose more than what they already have. This is called the law of scarcity. When something is always available, it loses its value. But when something is rare or hard to get, people obsess over it. Now, apply this to relationships. A woman who knows you are always available, always chasing, always reacting emotionally, will start taking you for granted. But the moment you become less available, the moment you stop reacting, suddenly, you become a puzzle she wants to solve. Think about luxury brands. The reason people desire them isn't just quality, it's exclusivity. If Rolex watches were everywhere, they'd lose their prestige. A Stoic man operates the same way. He does not give himself away cheaply. Women will only respect and desire a man who respects himself. Chapter 4. How a Stoic man responds to being ignored. So what should you do when a woman ignores you? Should you confront her? Should you ghost her in return? Should you move on immediately? No, you should do something far more powerful. You stay centered. You remain in control. You do not react emotionally. Seneca, another great Stoic, once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." A woman's silence is not your problem. It's her battle with herself. Your only job is to focus on your mission, not her response. Stay calm and let her come back when she's ready. Never reward her behavior with desperation. When a woman ignores a high-value man, he doesn't chase her. He simply carries on with his life. And in doing so, he forces her to chase him. The art of not chasing. Women are emotional creatures. They pull back for many reasons: fear, desire, testing, or uncertainty. But a man who understands this will never be caught off guard. He will never let a woman's silence shake his confidence. He will never seek validation, because he already validates himself. The secret: a true Stoic man does not chase. He attracts. If you found this video valuable, hit that like button and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom. Stay strong, stay Stoic, and always remember, the man who does not chase becomes the prize.